we've got another EV from Subaru with another really interesting name. This is the Subaru Getaway. And I actually have a theory about why they named it the Getaway. You're gonna have to wait and find out what that theory is. But this thing is all new. Subaru is having so much fun with their EVs. I'm convinced that the guys in their powertrain department are just like, yeah, let's keep going. This one has 420 horsepower. You guys, 0 to 60 in less than 5 seconds for a 3-row SUV. I'm almost gonna say Subaru might be having a little too much fun. And I think it's absolutely crazy that I am talking about Subaru power numbers and how quick it is comparing things to Porsches. It is a nutty world and I'm here for all of it. Love it. This has more horsepower than the Toyota Highlander, but where the Highlander had their higher powered motor up front, making it a front bias all-wheel drive feeling, Subaru has put equal powered motors front and back, balancing that power more evenly with their symmetrical all-wheel drive. This gets a 95.8 kilowatt hour battery, which is the largest battery that a Subaru vehicle has in it. Now, that should get customers around the 300-mile mark when it comes to range. I think that's really super important. There will be a lesser powered, so 77 kilowatt hour battery version coming, which will obviously diminish in range. They're gonna call that their standard range, but I don't exactly know what that is at this point. That's coming later. But both of those batteries can charge up to 150 kilowatts, which means from 10% to 80% of charge, you're looking at about 30 minutes. That does still feel a little bit on the long side, but I will give them a pass for that. You are NACS compatible though, so you're gonna be able to charge on Tesla's supercharger network, which should make things nice and easy. The one thing though that Subaru, gosh, I'm hoping that when this comes out they have it, is a route planner. And I really am gonna push Subaru to include that, because if you're taking this on your getaway, you need to be able to plan that route from charger to charger. So let's go, Subaru, let's get that done. So, of course, this is a bigger vehicle, kind of like the Ascent, only a little bit longer. So you are talking 3 rows, but let's just discuss the outside for a really quick second. So you're going to have sort of a little less than normal Subaru ground clearance with about 8.3 inches. They wanted to keep it a little lower on the ground since it's an EV. That makes sense to me for more efficiency. I actually think this is a really pleasing silhouette. I think it's nice. It has a long roof. It has a little bit of a sloped roof line here. I think it's actually quite sporty looking, quite cool looking. Listen, this is basically very similar to what the Toyota Highlander is, but of course this does have your Subaru telltale signs, their lighting signature. This, of course, you won't find that on a Toyota, will you? Nope. The Subaru logo and the badging. So they do share some things with the Highlander, the platform that this rides on. But honestly, I mean, to me, I feel like they're almost going one step further with the Highlander because of all that power. Oh my gosh, I keep coming back to that because that's pretty mind-blowing. So it will come available with either 19 or 20-inch wheels, which I actually like that it's not any bigger than that because of comfort and whatnot. And the other thing that is going to be so quintessentially Subaru is this roof rails, so you can store and stash all your stuff. So it does also come with X mode, which is going to give you some driving modes for dirt and snow, as well as deep snow and mud. That is going to be able to get you over quite a bit of light off-roading, but with the diminished ground clearance, I mean, maybe just be really careful. I wonder if there's going to be a wilderness one of these coming out. The Getaway comes with front row heated seats standard. You can do second and third row as optional, which I think is really terrific. While we're at it, let's talk about that third row for a second. And this is supposed to be really nice and easy, and I'm going to see. Okay, that's not disappointing me so far. So this is either a 6 or 7 passenger configuration. It comes standard as a 6 with the captain's chairs, but you can get a bench seat in the second row. You only have 2 seats back here, whereas normally I think some automakers will try and cram 3. This also looks like it's got some fairly nice recline. Let's do a test to see. All right, good grief. This is definitely wide enough for an adult person. I'm pleasantly surprised. I do have plenty of knee room too, even if this is as far back as the seat can go, which it looks like it is. Mind you, I'm pretty short. Headroom is pretty decent back here too. I've got a cup holder, I've got a charger, I've got a seat heater. This is the one with a seat heater. So you guys, you're not forgotten about back here. This is pretty luxurious. All right, I'll give it a thumbs up. Okay, so now we'll see what the second row has in store for us. I mean, getting out is not that hard. So this would, I think, be very accommodating for a Mike Danger or even a Jeff Glucker, if you know who he is. Yeah, I'm very comfortable. There's tons of room underneath the seat for my feet. I mean, headroom for days, so I wouldn't worry about that. There's a charger back here. You have ventilated seats back here, which, oh my gosh, I want to use those right now. It's 1,000 degrees here. But this is really comfortable back here. They should make the range like 400 or 500 miles because I could sit back here for that amount of time. No complaints. So this, of course, it's an EV. This comes at us very tech forward. You get a 14-inch touchscreen, a 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster, lots of amenities. There are actually some more buttons in here than on both the Uncharted and the Trail Seeker, which I appreciate. Those are just all screen. I actually prefer that you have a little bit of button for muscle memory. I think it's a little bit safer. Wireless smartphone integration, check. ×2. USB-C chargers, yes. Ambient lighting, sure. It comes in 3 trims, premium, limited, and touring. Standard 3-zone climate control, heated front seats, yes. And you can opt for heated second and third row seats, which we've already talked about. You can opt for leather too, which you cannot do in the Highlander. So another reason to spring for the Subaru. You get a heated steering wheel, that's optional, and you get Subaru's EyeSight suite of safety features that comes standard with the more advanced ones like intelligent park assist and a digital rear view mirror on higher trims. Let's go Outback. No, not Subaru Outback, this Outback. 45.6 cubic feet behind the second row. That's what Subaru will tell you. That is very generous, bigger than the Kia EV9. But what Subaru won't tell you is that this space back here is more like 15.9 cubic feet, which is less than the Kia EV9. So don't tell them I told you that, but there we are. You have a nice wheelbase, so a lot of good interior space for you to take all of your stuff and all of your people on that getaway. We're starting to get close to why they named it that, right? Since we're talking about competitors, there's the Kia EV9, the Hyundai Ioniq 9. Let's throw the Lucid Gravity in there too, the Volvo EX90, and that Rivian R1S, among others. That is a solid list that we're building of 3-row EVs. If you are ready to buy any of those, click that link. Kelley Blue Book can help you find a fair purchase price. So it's big enough that you can take your family to go wherever you want to go. It is well equipped. It's got all the stuff that you actually want it to have when it comes to tech, when it comes to safety features. But the main reason why I am in agreement that Subaru called this the Getaway is because of how quick it is. You guys, this, especially in this gorgeous obsidian color, could be your literal getaway car. You got plenty of room for all your crew. You got plenty of room for your stash. I'm not going to talk about that though anymore because maybe you'll know some plans that I have later. Anyway, there's going to be so much more to talk about here, so stay tuned.